In this video, I interview a couple of unusual people, Mauro and Juliana. They are the owners of a land that they bought 1 year ago with an unexpected goal, to create a community. I was curious to know more about their project, so I came here as a volunteer during the month of February. Today, I invite them to tell us more about themselves and their life on site. Yeah, so I've been here now for 2 weeks almost, volunteering with you in this unusual place in Teresópolis. So I will do an interview with you first, and then with Juliana, who also runs this place with you, and then both of you, so that we can have nice, deep insights about what you're trying to do here.
Okay, Cyprian.
Yeah. So, first, very basic. How are you?
I'm fine. In general, because how I'm good. I'm, we are here for 1 year almost. We bought this land to make a community. Me and Juliana got together for 1 year already. We just married.
Congratulations.
Last year, the final December, and then we are running this with the hope that will flourish.
Nice.
And be a nice place for people to be here, to be friends,
right.
To have relationships.
Well, we will have the opportunity to go more in depth about it. So just about you now, how old are you, if I may ask?
Yes, I am 70 years old. I will be 71 in April.
Right. Where are you from? Are you from Teresópolis at first?
No, I was born in Rio de Janeiro.
Okay.
And I moved for a city when I was 2 years old, near Rio. And then I returned to Rio and I complete my studies there. And then I went to São Paulo, where I've been for more than 20 years. I married there, have 2 kids, and lots of things. And then I returned to Rio in the year 2000, and I've been here for 1 year.
1 year.
More or less, yes.
Right. So it's quite new for you, but you already knew about Teresópolis, I suppose.
Well, sometimes I came here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for visiting or just camping. There is a good city with not so warm as Rio, so
Yeah.
sometimes we came here to have a good temperature.
Right. So what is or what was your occupation? Because I believe you are retired, aren't you?
Yes, officially I'm retired. I have been doing many things, but I am an electronic engineer.
Okay.
I worked as an electronic engineer for some years. Then I have jobs in computer industry, peacemaker industry, and I worked for the church for some years. I spent 2 years in Italy living with my family, and then from 2000 to this date I work with climate change, specifically with greenhouse gas inventories and all reports that are we have to submit to the climate change convention.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still working. After I have this 21 years working for the Ministry of Science and Technology for the government of Brazil, I still have some consulting jobs. and also as I am lead the review for climate change reports that countries have to do to submit to the United Nations.
Yes.
So I keep doing something more than here. I have other things other than here.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
I'm not fully, completely to this place. I have also some obligations yet.
Sounds interesting. I'm just checking if the recording is still going okay. Yes, it is still going okay. And so, how is it balanced in your lifestyle? Your commitment to the place and your commitment to other professional activities.
Well, the professional activities are not so intense now,
Yes.
so I can have much of my time dedicated to this place
Okay.
or to this project.
And what is the kind of activities that you still do professionally outside of here? You're a consultant, I believe.
Yes, as I work at 21 years for the government, I still have much information that is useful for the new staff that is there.
Yeah.
And then as a reviewer, I keep doing some some uh, some jobs that when we are requested to make the reviews. I go abroad
Okay.
to Germany or other countries and to make this consultancy.
Right. Okay. What do you like the most in life? Which is another kind of question. We change the topic a bit.
Yes, I like nature. I like sustainability. I when I decided to change life to this countryside, to Teresópolis, I planned to grow trees for reforesting a little bit as much as we can. So reforestation is one of the goals that Brazil has committed to do under the Paris Agreement. So in this place we can also work reforestation and also growing plants for other people to do the same. So I like this. I like to read. I like to be informed. So, but I don't have much time to read nowadays because there's so much things to do here.
I understand. And by the way, what does an average day look like for you today? If there is an average day.
Yes, there is an average day. I have to take care of something about the animals, the dogs, and the chicken. We are planning now having goats, so we're preparing the goats place. We have to take care of our water. If it's running okay, we have a fountain that comes for us. It's a pure water. So there is also always many things to take care about. We have to take some fruits as long as they are ready. We have to clean the property. We have to use woods, so we have some instruments to cut the wood and to use all the residues we produce in a way that we can use it for sustainability for our garden.
So as I hear you, you are working most of the time, basically, with,
Yes.
with the land.
Yes.
Okay. Are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy here.
Nice.
I like to do things. I like to fix things. I also can fix electricity problems. I do plumbing, painting, whatever. I like wood making, wood work. So whenever I don't know, I try to learn how to do. We have internet here. We are linked to the world. We can see courses, videos, and many things how to do.
Yeah.
So it's a challenge. Every day is a challenge.
I believe so, yes. Hearing you, it looks like it's a permanent work for which you are not even paid. So you must really be passionate to dedicate your life, whereas you could be retired and enjoying the retirement as many other people do, just sitting around and enjoying pleasures of life, other kinds of pleasures, I mean.
Yeah. We have sometimes we can see movies on the internet, even outside. Sometimes I go to Rio. I have my youngest kid is in Rio. He's 15 years old. The others are far from here, are in São Paulo or near São Paulo. So it's a long journey, and I miss them. I'd like they were closer to me. But when I go in Rio, I can see my youngest kids, and I can have something from the big city, which I try not to go frequently, because here this is like a paradise. Although we have also problems here from the road, for example.
Okay. I believe the dogs just ring the alarm, but we have to end this interview specifically with Mauro. We have 2 more interviews to go. So that was a very nice introduction. Thank you very much. And I see you just in a few moments for the second part of our conversation today. Yes.
Okay.
Good. It is recording. Hi, Juliana.
Hi.
Thank you for taking the time to speak with me today.
And thank you for your interest and taking your time to...
It's my great pleasure. So as I was saying before with Mauro, I've been volunteering with you for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because my purpose for now as a solo traveler is to experiment different kinds of projects of your kind, basically alternative communities and whatever projects that are outside the mainstream, because I'm very curious, and I wonder why these kinds of places exist and what brings the people to get started with this kind of initiative. So we are just gonna have a simple conversation between us for now. So obviously, first question, how are you?
I'm great. Today's been a very hot day. And when the days get hot, I get really worried about the weather and the heating of the planet. So besides my today really worried about it, the rest is good, because I know in the night it's going to cool off and we're going to sleep with a blanket.
Okay, good. Another personal question, but still, as I am very curious, I dare asking for it. How old are you, Juliana?
I'm 54, and now in April I'll be 55.
Oh, nice.
A beautiful number.
Yes. So where are you from?
I was born in São Paulo, but since I was very little, around like 4 or 5 years old, we moved from São Paulo to Rio. So I've lived all my life in Rio, although I never liked living in a big city. I did live in front of the beach since I was 9 years old, right across the street of the beach with the beautiful view of the ocean,
Wow.
but that was never a place I liked. It's a very expensive place to live, but I always felt very unhappy there, missing being in contact with the nature, being in a more natural environment. There, I was living in a building, an apartment, and I couldn't step on the floor, on the real ground, barefoot, how I love to be. And this really made me very unhappy most of my life. I tried to escape Rio many times. I went to live in US, I went to live in Germany, I went to live in Sweden, I went to live in Romania, I went to live in other cities in Brazil like the Rio Grande do Norte, Pará. I visited the south looking for other places to live. And I was never happy in a big city. And I did live in smaller cities, but even though they were smaller, I was still missing real raw nature like I have here. And so for me, being in contact with nature has been this missing part all my life. When I was 53, I finally got the chance to get out of Rio and move to the middle of a forest, kind of. And that was my first year of true fulfillment and happiness. It was the happiest year of my life.
That's interesting. We will have the opportunity to go more in depth about the community itself just after that with Mauro.
Okay.
So we can have both your insights about the community.
Okay.
Now about you still, what is your occupation or was?
I was a teacher, I was a school director, and I was also, after I got tired of the education as it became a difficult period in Brazil and regarding education wise, I gave up teaching and started doing very manual technical work, which is dental prosthesis. And I went to school, I learned this new profession, I started doing internships in labs, in different labs, and learning. And I did that for the last 7 years, I think, around that, something around that.
So basically something totally different than what you do now.
Yeah.
Okay. May I ask what you like the most in life?
That's a very good question. I think I really love taking care of the plants and the nature, and I need to feel I am doing my part to make this world a better place. So that's when I feel the happiest. I felt I was doing this job when I was teaching. I felt I was helping my patients when I did their teeth the best way I could do, with a very good quality teeth. So I need to feel that whatever I'm doing, I'm contributing to make this place a better place.
Beautiful. And now, what does an average day in your life look like?
That's a very good question, because I never in my life I could keep a straight routine. I have, routines. I would love to have more routine. Maybe it would be interesting. I don't know, but it's hard. So what I do normally each day is I think in the night before, what are my priorities the next day? What needs to be done? The list of things to be done is huge. And if I let it, it will make me feel overwhelmed, as it did in the beginning, because there were so many things to do and not enough time, not enough daylight, and not enough energy on my side, because I do have a lot of energy, but I'm getting old, and the day has only, 10 hours of sunlight at the most. So I can do what I can do in these 10 hours, and the rest is to the next day. every day I go to bed thinking, oh my God, I should have done that and that and that. And it's kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
It's very good when I have help because I see what it needs to be done being done, and it gives me huge relief. I suffer a lot when I see my plants suffering with this weather. We had the 6 months drought. It was terrible. 6 months with only one single day of rain. So all the other days of these 6 months, every other day I was watering the plants.
Yeah.
And when I couldn't water them after 3-4 days, a few of them died because they were like little and not. So this is suffering for me. It's like huge suffering. I can hear them crying for water, for help.
So main activities are related to the land and
To
the
the land.
plants.
And the plant.
I get it.
And then now that we have dogs, that we decided to have some dogs to make it a happier place. It's also happier, but it's also more work because they need attention, they need love, they need petting, and they need supervision because they destroy everything they see. They just bit the pool chair and it's now
Yeah.
broken, and they bit something else and they bit and then they bite everything. So
So as a conclusion to this pre-interview about your community, are you happy?
yes, I'm very happy, and I think I could be a little bit happier when I see more people helping me, more things being done. This is the only thing I need to feel happier, because this frustration of not being able to finish everything I plan, or everything actually I need, because planning, planning you can plan and you don't need to, but the things you need to do
Yeah.
in order to save the life of a plant, of a seedling, of a seed that I should have gone to the ground and I didn't have time, that makes me really sad and
Alright.
really guilty also, because I feel it's my responsibility to take good care of my plants, of the plants that are around me, and I am not doing the best job I could.
Okay, I think you already do quite a lot. It's nice, and we are going to discuss this more in depth right away.
Okay.
Thank you for having us with you.
Yeah.
And now I call back Mauro for the second part of our interviews.
Okay.